offshoring when they're talking about job losses.
But you can have a situation where there's offshore outsourcing. The two can combine.
Certainly.
Explain that.
Oh, it's quite common. If you were to have your product produced by a contract manufacturer in China, or take your IT operation and have a company in India do the entire IT operation for. That would both be offshore and outsource. So that would be called offshore outsourcing.
Despite what we've heard about, these things carry a negative connotation because we think that jobs are, in many cases, some jobs are going overseas, but other countries do the same thing. Right down the road in Marysville, we have Honda. Right. They offshored. Is that correct to say?
That's correct. Yeah, Honda has set up a huge operation in Marysville, Ohio, and that spawned all sorts of suppliers around there, and certainly Ohio has benefited from Honda and other companies offshoring here to Ohio.
Specifically the advantages of offshoring for a company to do this. Why do they do it, and what's the advantage?
Well, from a company perspective, usually the advantage is cost. If you have a high labor operation, even with China's increased emerging economy, the costs are still very low there. It's $1 an hour still in most areas for an employee, for a manual laborer. So high labor, you get some cost benefits, and also you may want to enter one of those markets. Those economies are growing, and the consumers are starting to purchase more and more. That may be a way to get access to a market, is to offshore to India or China, for example.
And outsourcing, advantages of outsourcing.
So again, outsourcing may not be to another country. It could be just to another company.
Right.
And often you have companies that take a tire manufacturer in the auto industry. It used to be that back in the 1920s and 30s, the auto company